Hi, my name's Andy Mears. I'm the Chief Exec and co-founder of Lead Candidate. So I'm one of three co-founders, and my other co-founders are Roman Segal, who is a PR and marketing veteran of the pharma and bio outsourcing sector, and Fiona Cruikshank, who has successfully established and built CDMOs in the industry. My particular area of expertise is that I'm a human resources and talent acquisition expert. So the inspiration behind the business really came about from feedback initially that Roman was taking from his customer base. What we realized when we sat down and looked at it was that there was a real outdated, more transactional approach, which really was no longer relevant or fit for purpose in terms of today's demands, and that's how the whole concept of Lead Candidate started to come into existence. So the concept behind Lead Candidate is pretty simple. It's to push boundaries in relation to talent acquisition. It's to really set the standard when it comes to hiring, and to allow and enable our customers to achieve their goals. So Lead Candidate exists to exclusively support the pharma and bio outsourcing sector globally. So that predominantly is CDMOs, CROs, and pharma service organizations. We looked at the value chain when we were establishing Lead Candidate, and one of the things that we wanted to be really clear about was leveling the playing field. Rather than the traditional hiring organization at the top, agency in the middle, and candidate at the bottom getting treated a little bit like a commodity, we wanted to level that value chain so that everyone had equal stake in the process. So it was a real partnership approach all the way through that value chain. So wherever you exist in that value chain, we exist for you. Broadly speaking, some of the key issues that we've encountered with the more traditional transactional models of recruitment are: one, the cost associated with the result and the process; two, the time that is lost, and what we mean specifically around there is candidates who are brought into hiring processes who aren't right, but the customer doing the hiring still has to invest time to be able to determine that. The third thing is around retention and cultural fit. What the more traditional models will focus on is getting competence and capability match and neglect the cultural and vision alignment, and that ultimately leads to poor new hire retention. We build a service that is deeply aligned around the needs, the aspirations, and the goals of our customers. We then create a custom-built solution that is entirely focused on delivering what those challenges are and the goals that the business has. In addition, we have developed and built our own proprietary software called LC Cubed, which ultimately de-risks the hiring process while enhancing the experience of those who are looking to hire and those who are looking to be hired. So LC Cubed is improving the hiring process principally by building in multi-layered assessment throughout the hiring process. So not just assessing potential candidates based on their competence and capability, but also on their cultural fit and values alignment. So what you get there is a much more long-term solution, and we've seen that evidenced in 96% new hire retention rate when we apply the LC Cubed platform. So what we've learned from conversations with people and organizations in our customer base over the last year is we're not the right solution for everyone. And we're pretty comfortable with that. There is still a reticence to change, a strategy of better the devil you know than better the devil you don't. What it does mean is that when we find the right partner and we find the right customer and individuals, that partnership is even more special and far more successful. So I think the consistent themes that we have seen from the organizations that we support are there is a change agenda, and that change agenda can be multiple things. It can be growth, it could be a new site, it could be a new market or territory, but there's a change agenda at play. One of the key important factors for them is consistency, continued viability, and the long-term sustainability. And cost is a huge element of that. So we adopt a subscription model that is transparent and consistent and fixed, so our customers have absolute clarity on what their hiring spend is going to be. Ultimately, what we've been able to identify and what we can evidence to our customers is that we will reduce their hiring spend by as much as 30% in some cases. So if you'd like to know more, or you want to have a conversation with me or one of the team, then please get in touch. We'd be very happy to talk to you.